Hello investors and welcome back to Just Randy Stocks. We're going to be covering PRVB or Provention Bio Incorporated, and as you can see from this chart here, it looks like it's down 53.29% in the 6-month chart. So Randy, if your channel is about buy low, sell high, is this a buying opportunity? We're going to be covering that in this video. We're also going to be looking at the FDA calendar, and we're going to be talking about next week and what catalysts we have coming up and which stocks we should be looking at with those catalysts in mind. So if you want to hear about that, stay tuned. I think you're going to like what I have. So for those of you not familiar with Provention Bio Incorporated is a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company dedicated to sourcing, developing, and commercializing novel therapeutics aimed at intercepting and preventing immune-mediated diseases. Announced today, now today means May 9th of 2018, that they entered into an agreement with Macrogenetics Incorporated involving 2 clinical stage assets. Provention has acquired all the rights to this, we're going to call this drug T, and then to be further developed as PRV-031 and license rights for this other one that we see down here. So Provention acquires PRV-031, we're going to call that T, and plans to initiate pivotal phase 3 clinical trials to intercept early onset type 1 diabetes. So what are they doing with this? They are trying to prevent diabetes from onset at high-risk individuals. In their phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 regulatory, their PDUFA date is July 2nd, where the FDA will decide on whether or not they're able to commercialize this. And what we want to take a look at in this video is this a buy? Is this a catalyst we should be looking out for? You know, do we have enough information that's going to say, hey, they're going to get approval? So one thing I wanted you to take a look at, and I mentioned this in my video last week, was biofarmcatalyst.com, and you can see that right here. Was we want to take a look at the price action below $10 because that's higher volatility. We're going to see higher price movement. So I wanted to take a closer look at PRVB, and here you see it says last updated was 5/27. The advisory committee meeting on May 27th of 2021 voted 10-7 in favor that benefits outweighed the risk. This is good news. The PDUFA date under priority review is July 2nd, 2021. So we know that's coming up very soon. Noted, and that's a Friday. Noted April 8th. Now this is very important, and we're going to talk about this soon. April 8th, 2021, that the FDA has identified deficiencies that preclude discussions of labeling and post-marketing requirements comments. So did they have enough time? That's really what we're going to ask ourselves. Did they have enough time to fix this, and will they get FDA approval, or will there be further delays? So, the FDA approval could be a catalyst making the stock go up. Do we want to buy in advance? And that's what we wanted to talk about. So April 8th, 2021, Provention Bio issued a press release announcing that the company received a notification on April 2nd of 2021 from the FDA stating that as part of its ongoing review of the company's BLA for that drug T, that there were deficiencies identified by the FDA. Well, this really upset a lot of shareholders because the price of the stock went down. So practically, maybe they're saying information was released and it's got the date of April 8th that they announced that the company received the notification on April 2nd stating that as part of its ongoing review that drug would be delayed or prevented. FDA identifies deficiencies, preluded discussions of labeling post-market requirements time. On this news, Provention stock fell $1.73 per share, 17%. It closed at $8. You know, people weren't happy about this. Basically, long story short, false or misleading statements and failed to disclose that there were, deficiencies in the FDA approval process. So maybe it was a delay, and when the announcement came out, and, this supposedly misled shareholders. So you've seen some flat stock movement, but there's good news. The FDA Advisory Committee voted on May 27th, and you've seen that here back on this page, that the Advisory Committee meeting, May 27th, voted 10-7 favor that the benefits outweighed the risk And that's what you're seeing here. So there's a combination of things happening. We've got a lawsuit happening, which is a red flag. And then, May 27th, we've got this, good news. And then we've got a publication in the New England Journal of Medicine that there's good news here. We've also got good news in Science Translation Medicine that there's also good news surrounding high-risk individuals, and that this basically could be used as a vaccine. So the last article I wanted to share with you was from BioPharm Dive, and it was dated April 9, 2021, and this is covering the FDA's deficiencies with Provention Bio, and it doesn't look like they've found a manufacturer yet. So Provention is hoping to have AGC Biologistics, a Seattle-based contract manufacturer, make the drug product T when it hits the market, but it doesn't look like that has been worked out yet. So historically, the drug was made by Eli Lilly. So the last thing that I would cover in here is what it says about the investor call. Palmer noted that the FDA followed up with Provention earlier in the day, writing that the agency is willing to go over comparability data. At the same time, it's reviewing the larger approval application. Specifically, the agency stated the timely discussion may help to avoid delays in addressing the agency's concerns, he said. Even with this assurance, Provention is bracing for a long review. We recognize that we want to make it clear that these circumstances increase the likelihood that there will be a delay in the timelines within which the T drug has the potential to be approved by the FDA, Palmer said. Analysts also foresee delays, thinks it's now more likely that the July 2nd approval deadline won't be met. Now, like I said, this could change, but right here it's saying that the drug potentially could be pushed back to next year. And that's what they were thinking back in April. So whether or not that's going to happen, we'll see. But the cards don't sound good for this one as far as approval. Now, there could be some shocking results. The next thing I wanted to do was take a look at the FDA tracker and just show you what's coming up. So we do have this VCEL and we have the CCXI. So I wanted to pop those up on the chart and just show you the 6-month chart to show you how it's trending. So we see that this one isn't under $10. So potentially, not only do we want to look at the price for these and the catalyst timing when it's coming up, but we also want to understand what is this, and is it the first one to market, original of its kind? And the second one that I was looking at was, CCXI, which is sitting at 1351, 6-month chart. You can see back here, it was at $70 range and it's dropped off. So will this climb back up? Those are two stocks you can take a closer look at if you're using this FDA calendar and catalyst to make decisions. Leave a comment if you've got any tips below in the comments section. Tell me what you think of the stocks that were covered during this video. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.